Well, it is the next morning. We are currently in Susanville, California. I did not sleep well last night. It just wasn't a great night. But we are now headed to breakfast because the Baymont has a continental breakfast. Our last hotel did not. So time to see what they got.
These teas my friend got for me, and they're really good. And so they have a hot cinnamon sunset. I know you can't smell it, but it smells like winter. And then peaches and ginger and a peppermint herbal.
That was crazy coffee maker. I'm making a waffle though. So when we're packing, this giant Timberland bag is what we use for like laundry. I've had it for a while. Those are little feet on the bottom of it. I got it when I worked at Timberland. I think it's shown up in videos before. It's a 60-liter bag, and it has gotten a lot of use out of this lake. Normally, it goes into this spot in my luggage. However, at some point in the trip, it usually becomes too much laundry. And then then it just becomes its own bag and gets packed into the car independently. We've hit that point. So we got everything packed up, and I don't know if I showed you guys this bathroom, but so this is technically a handicap accessible room. So we have like this giant bathroom here that if you're sitting on the toilet, the door is so far away. So in my opinion, that's probably the most fun part of the room. Okie dokie, cars are all loaded up. I am getting everything slid into place now so I can be a little bit more comfortable on this drive. Make sure my radio's turned on and flip that off. Okie dokie. Let's clean that windshield a little bit. So we are gonna head up the road. Ooh, dirty. Cause I'm getting kind of low on gas, and it's gonna be a little bit of a drive that we don't really want to stop for. Okay, so we stopped here at a Valero just as we are passing out of town. We have about an hour and 23 minutes until we get to Lassen National Park, which is going to be our first stop of the morning. But I think I might actually try to clean off my windshield. So that was $33 for 7 gallons. But all loaded back up, and time to head out on the road. So now we are passing through what I consider to be kind of Northern California. Just a bunch of pine trees, nice rolling mountains. As we descend, you can't really see it, but there is a beautiful snow-capped peak over to our left. So at the moment, we are, about an hour and 17 minutes out. We passed the Department of Agriculture fire station, I want to say, a little bit ago. So now we just keep on cruising down the road. And that we have just crossed into Lassen National Forest. So we're not quite in the park yet, but this is now all some protected forest. You can actually see some, I believe that's fire damage up off to the left there on the mountain. We passed through an area that had a significant amount of damaged trees, as well as some cut down trees that I believe were just recently cleared out of the area. But now we're moving into some denser forest, looking very pretty. And oh man, look at the moss on that tree. This place is beautiful. Oh, I can't wait to get out and walk around here. So we're passing through some weird traffic pattern. It looks like
to the right is the old road.
Yeah, the old road is over there. The new road is up here. So on the map, you can see that we have kind of a split lane thing going
I
on.
wonder what the point of this was, to slow us down?
But no, they're just kind of sending us up and around here, and then we're getting back onto the.
I can't imagine we're preserving all that much.
Look at that snow. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy right now. Ooh, it could be icy. We are about 40 minutes away now, and we are passing through this beautiful little water pass passage. Ooh, come on, focus for me, focus for me. Get on the mountains. Ooh, look at that beauty. Look at that absolute beauty. All that nature out there. So, as you can see in the area that we're passing through now, while there are some trees that are a little bit more in the distance, all the trees that are closer to us are kind of burned and just destroyed, or they've been cut down to stumps, so that way they are no longer impeding, I don't know, something. We are just about 20 minutes away from the park now, and we are just cruising through some absolutely gorgeous pine trees. It looks like a Toyota commercial, watching this little Corolla just go around these corners with the little bits of snow, the little, oh my goodness, such a beautiful scene. And now we are turning into Lassen National Park. So while I think they might have some experience, Greta was commenting on how good of a job they did at plowing. Yeah, no, there is a lot more snow up here than we were expecting to see today, but I'm beyond stoked. Honestly, after we left Roswell, I wasn't expecting to see too much snow. Like, I knew that when we would pass through some sections of Utah that we might get some, where it was still like cold, but I was not expecting to see this much snow up here. Pretty much. So, well, you may notice we're in the same car now. So we pulled up to the gate, and so I feel like I should have gone first. Ultimately, it might have been a little bit.
No,
better.
I don't think she would have.
But
said
yeah, no,
different.
this lady does not seem friendly.
But yeah, I mean, to be fair, yes, technically it is the vehicle, the pass owner is in. But I was like, come on, man, like, you can see my passenger seat is full. You'll see that his passenger seat is full. Like, there's literally two of us. It's yes, sure. So we turned around and went back and
unloaded some stuff out of
my car, and now we're all in one car again.
And now we're all in one car.
And let's try this again. All right, we're through. Success.
So yeah, I'm not even totally sure where visitor center's all the way down
over there.
There's so many people just standing in the
middle of the parking lot here. They are gathered around. They are tailgating. Whoop whoop. Well, ooh, snow. I feel like we've just been spoiled, and that also might be because it is a weekend. But like, none of the other parks that we've been to this week have had someone sitting at the gate.
Yeah, that's true.
Because and it's always just been the arrows and then sending you into the visitor center.
Because it's all just, I mean, there
aren't
very many people here.
Right, exactly. It's winter, and so yeah, the one literally said our winter hours go into the visitor center to pay the fee. So like, I feel like I was just prepared for that too. So, but we're spoiled, but it doesn't matter. We're here. I'm not really sure what Hoka can do. Probably nothing, but we're gonna go check out the visitor center.
Yeah. So Hoka is not allowed in any of the buildings or on any of the trails, any of that kind of stuff, but she is allowed to walk around in the parking lot. So this gives her an opportunity to stretch her legs and gives Greta and I each an opportunity to look through the visitor centers, because we're not normally trying to like spend a whole bunch of time in these national parks, mostly because we have other places we need to drive to still. But it does mean that we get to spend a little bit of time learning about each of the places we visit. So the group of people that's just standing in the parking lot over there, they're sledding. And so the one couple that I walked past, Hoka got real excited because the lady was wearing the same color as Greta. But the girl had some skis and the guy had a split board, so they're probably going to be trekking their way up to find a nice route down, which honestly sounds like a pretty fun way to spend your Saturday. So that isn't Hoka's doing, but clean up after your pets. Seriously, stop ruining it for everybody else. Look at that snowblower. I wonder if Greta will let me buy one. I'm kidding. I'm sure there's a bigger model. So this one pine fell down, but you get to see the moss, and it is so vibrant green, especially against the snow. So Hoka and I are exploring in the middle of the parking lot on top of a big pile of snow that they plowed here. And so what we can see here is the remains of a massive composite volcano in this region surrounding the visitor center. We can actually see that we are a part of now the Ring of Fire. Learning a little bit about the original people of the area. Stories even say about animals that would bring fire down from the volcano so that the people would be able to cook their meals. And here we can see its strange location in all of these different mountain ranges and valleys. This is a cinder cone volcano. This is a shield cone volcano. This is a composite cone volcano. And this is a plug dome volcano. So I don't see a ton of information on eruption. However, this does say that Lassen Peak erupted May 22nd, 1915. Well, we are back to Becky. Greta has her stuff in her car now. You ready to get on the road?
Let's do it.
Now we are traveling across California to Eureka, California.
To the coast.
Which is, yeah, pretty much right on the coast. So we should be passing through some more beautiful pine trees on our way there. So Greta did load the address into her GPS, but then somehow with like plugging it in, unplugging it, turning the car on, turning the car off, it canceled it out. So we do not have our GPS location set at the moment, but we have there's only so many roads out here. So we're gonna just start heading that direction and we should get service somewhere along the way. So also we have hit 12:30, which means that it's lunchtime, and you know what that means. I got my bag of Arby's right there, so I can just grab one of my sandwiches because I bought 4 of them. We're down to 2. I had one last night as well. So yeah, no, but that'll be my lunch today. I don't have my GPS up, but it's probably going to be another like 4.5 to 5 hours of driving. So we'll probably need to stop for gas at some point, but I think Greta's GPS already came back online and I think we have our destination loaded in. So now we just drive. So we are passing through the cute little town of Mineral at the moment. We can't really place it, but like we both have definitely heard of Mineral, California before. However, their sign that tells us information about the town let us know that their population is 123 people. So, relatively small place. So we have now passed out of the nice, beautiful pines, and we are descending a little bit into some of the California valleys here. But we're still getting, I'd just say, more like deciduous trees. So they just don't have their leaves on them right now. There's a few pines intermixed here and there, but something about the way that the ground is just so flat with the big rocks on it, it really doesn't feel like we left Nevada. Like, oh man, it's not focusing through there. So there's like these...
That could have been Noah's Ark, and then it, what was it, petrified? And
yeah. There's like this crazy middle rock thing. I mean, overlooking this incredible valley. But holy cow, that thing looked so cool. Okay, well, that is quite the view down into the valley. But geez, this road is so bumpy. We have a little orchard here on our left, but we are passing through what I kind of think of more now of middle California. Just some rolling hills, agrarian land, and we'll just be passing through a small town here in just a little bit. So we have...
It's actually saying that further into that bus is 370.
Really? Yeah, we can do that. That's fine. Well, so it's like 449 here. So if it's actually 370 in town, I'm totally fine with going that little bit of an extra distance. But so yeah, we are in Red Bluff. I'm gonna fill up with a little bit of gas. Are we going?
Yes, I'm just trying to figure out which one I want to go to.
Well, I gotta close my gas cap then. Okay, well, I guess we're
You can go
jumping.
to the other exit. I'm just going to go this one because I'm facing this direction.
We're jumping back on the road, but there's some horses blocking my
So
way.
there's a very inconvenient bush.
So now we are back on the road, still in Red Bluff. But I guess we're just gonna drive until we get to one of the gas stations a little bit further up. Sounds good to me. Save a little bit of money. Well, they no longer accept checks, but looks like we're good to go. Well, sounds like we're all full up. So this is a anti-smog nozzle, so it has a little bit better of a seal and stuff on it. But, oh goodness, well that didn't really help with the smog. Jeez Louise. 23 bucks for 6 gallons, 2 cars.
California, thank goodness.
Yeah, honestly, you know, $3.69, not too bad. Way to go, Top Fuels. Well, except for the little bit of spillage we had here, but we'll say user error. Okay, let's go to Eureka. So we are outside of Red Bluff now. We are driving through some like ranches, I guess. We passed a ranch back there a little bit, but it is some twisty, fast roads. Yeah, tight, twisty, fast roads. Fun little dips, fun little like lifts and stuff. But yeah, this has been a fun little twisty section that we've been enjoying for a bit now, or at least I guess I should say I've been enjoying. I doubt that Greta is having as much fun with all this. Look at this incredible valley that we are descending into. Just the deep cuts over there going all the way back to the rock, but everything coated in a soft layer of green. This is gorgeous. Holy cow. Crazy to think that this is like beginning of February and it's 64 degrees here. Everything is so green and so lush. So we are now passing through the Shasta Trinity National Forest, and if you couldn't guess, it is some beautiful pine trees, some windy roads, and just Greta and I driving for the next 2 hours and 18 minutes. Oh my goodness, this is just so cool. We're just like ascending past these rock faces that are just cut open for the road. Every area opens to a beautiful little vista. But we just keep charging up through the mountains. This is wonderful. And while I'm extremely happy about driving, I think it's time to eat my final RV sandwich. I'm getting a little hungry, and we still got 2 hours of driving to do. So like, if I got 2 more hours, I think I could use a little snack right now. Okay, we have stopped for a little bit here in the Shasta Trinity Forest. We are on the Shasta side right now. Sorry, I scratched my arm, but Greta hopped out. Oh, we're gonna let Hoka stretch her legs. There's a little bit of a trail back this way that I think will take us to a really nice little viewpoint. How's it going, Hoka? You enjoying being out in nature? Yeah. This is, oh, well, looks like the trail kind of ends. Maybe we'll go more that way, over where Greta is. Again.
I didn't bring my phone. Can you take a picture of that?
Sure. It's not too much further. We'll just keep walking for a little bit. Okay, so it starts to go down a little bit, so I'm just gonna walk up this tree. Okay. And I think I'll get a nice little view of the valley. Let's hope it is Ooh. I don't know about that.
I don't know about that either.
That's a little roddy. Okay, so I'm not gonna walk up that thing because that's pretty darn rotted. However, the tree itself looks like it might have been struck by lightning or like burned at some point. But I'm just gonna climb up a few branches here. Well, I'm up in a tree now. Now what, Greta? Now where do I go? Gotta scoop my way out so I can get a nice clear view. Honestly, it's not that great of a viewpoint, so I'm gonna get back down on the ground, go over there, and I think I see a better spot. Yep, on the ground's better. Look at that view. Absolutely gorgeous. We got some different moss now. This is like a longer, hairier moss in the trees. Still fun.
That's pretty cool. Like, I feel like I can just pick that up and take it home as a piece of art.
The weird like pass-throughs and stuff, but still getting to see the wood grain. This would be a cool like entry piece.
Let's take one of those that are easier to get off the ground.
The big one.
That's cool.
For the record, we are not actually taking any burned pieces of wood from the forest here. However, we will be removing this beer can that I found. So there's that. Okie dokie, back in the car, getting everything turned on, situated. Hoka did not go to the bathroom, but we now have 2 hours and 15 minutes or so until
He is just sitting, staring out the window.
She's just dreaming of the freedom she had. But yeah, so we are about to
I
head
think
out.
she'll be happy to only have 2 more places to have to stay and not less driving after today.
Yeah, she's gonna be way happier. Okie dokie. Let's get rolling. So the road that we're driving on is being forced up by some supports along the side of the road to allow us to pretty much billy goat our way across the side of this mountain and not just careen down into that valley. Isn't that fun? So we are coming up on some kind of possible road work. It said 1-lane road ahead, and there we had a little stop sign, but that one wasn't flashing. The previous 2 were flashing. So we're just gonna keep proceeding forward.
Yep, I see it. I'm gonna go ahead, there's no one coming.
Oh yeah, there we go. Looks like they're doing some repair work to the road.
Won't be there.
Oh yeah. Over it nice and clean. And back on the road. So we keep going from these like nice sunnier sections where it's just like open, and then we go into like, yeah, deep, dark forests. So as Greta and I were talking about these great big pine trees, we just crossed into, I believe it was Grizzly Creek Redwood State Forest. These are the beautiful redwood trees. Well, the road is taking a little bit of a change. I believe we're dealing with some landslide here of some kind. because we've hit a few sections where they've been doing road work, and so then they have like a red light to block things off. But holy cow, that was the worst so far. That was real bad. Okay, well, oh my goodness, yes, I'll turn my lights off. Okay, we have made it to our Airbnb. We are here for, oh man, a few nights. So let's unload some stuff. Whew, just let out a big yawn, but that is the last thing I believe out of my car. Greta unpacked her car. We do have a fenced-in yard for little Hoka. First thing she did as soon as she was off her leash, ran out of the yard. Not with malicious intent. She ran out in an attempt to see me. So, there's this TV right here. Bed, kitchen, interesting like closet, bathroom kind of thing. What the heck? Oh, bathroom, like shower, toilet. But what is up with this closet? Oh, interesting. We got our microwave, our toaster, and our water heater. Interesting use of storage space, but I'll take it. This looks like a great place with the yard, especially. This is going to be a wonderful place for Hoka to relax. Oh, she got it. She got it. How did she do that? She's so skilled.
Oh, I got it.
Where are you going to throw it? Oh, to that corner? Nope. Oh? Get it.
Get your toy. You forgot your toy. You gotta
She didn't even try. You didn't even try, dude. Okie dokie. Everybody is feeling a little bit better, a little bit more relaxed now that we're in. We got the librarians on the TV. I think it's about time to start making some dinner, but should probably deal with all the stuff that needs to go into the refrigerator first. Okie dokie, I'm gonna try one of these Green Rooster energy gummies, the ones with caffeine. Watermelon, pomegranate, blueberry, peach, sour apple. I'm not a huge sour person, so let's pop in a sour apple. That's a good gummy. Doesn't taste like distillate or anything. Let's see how I feel. Okay, so we're looking through the drinkware. These are the choices for drinking whiskey. We got this large bottle of Knob Creek. Greta's either using this mug, that, or we're using this tea set. What are you doing? Oh, you jumped over my bags to get up there. You want a teacup?
That makes the most sense.
Yeah, I feel like a teacup makes the most
right
sense.
Size.
What was your comparison between the 2 days? Because like yesterday, there was a lot of up and down, and today there was a lot of up and down.
I think today was prettier.
Oh yeah.
I think it also helped that we have been seeing desert mountains for the past 3 months, and I haven't seen lush green in a long time.
Yeah, very true.
However, so today I think was definitely prettier. However, was slightly more stressful.
Yeah.
Just because it was so windy.
It wasn't just a long straight road
right,
that went up a mountain and down a mountain.
And like occasionally, we kind of went like that when we had to like start going up the mountain.
Yeah.
Right, like these were switchbacks.
Actual
and
windy.
I felt like poor baby girl. I was like, sorry.
Yeah, no, I can hear the stuff shifting in the car. Like
flashback from Top Gun last night.
when he's like chucking into the corners.
Ooh. Anyways, but yeah. So now I'm just glad baby girl didn't comment.
Well, yeah, no, I would agree. I feel like it was like today kept my attention better. Like yesterday was just like long, straight.
Yeah.
Where today was like, no, there's gonna be something at like in the next quarter mile that you need to be paying attention for. Yeah. But I enjoyed today's drive a lot more.
It was still really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, they got these like multi-cords.
Oh, I should charge my...
Yeah, that you can like charge all your different stuff.
walkie-talkie.
Walkie-talkie. My old phone.
I have 2 of the old iPhones.
Well, so then you can charge my old iPhone and my AirPods. And then I can use the other one for me. Greta made some wicked tacos for dinner tonight. So we are now chilling, watching our show. Yeah, it feels nice to be sitting on a couch, just kind of relaxing and actually enjoying our evening. I don't know.
And be here for like more than 24 hours.
Yeah.
More than 14 hours.
That's true, yeah. We're not just leaving tomorrow morning. So that's kind of nice. Okay, so there's also some snacks here. That like the Airbnb put some like trail mix, some Nature Valley bars and stuff. But like, I'd eat the Pirates booty. I'd eat the trail mix. I'd eat the sweet and salty bars. I love sweet and salty bars. I haven't had sweet and salty bars in a while.
The sweet and salty bars, but I love the Pirates food.
But I'm getting them Doritos. My shirt got caught on that. Getting some Doritos. Still watching The Librarians, but had a little bit of whiskey, relaxing for the evening. Hoka is pieced out. She's had a rough day of sitting in the back.
She's had a rough 3 days of just traveling.
Yeah.
For 6 hours plus each day.
Yeah, with like little stints of getting outside, but still, it's just been days of traveling. So we are actually going to go back to watching this because this is probably my favorite episode of The Librarians. It is season 1, episode 9 in the City of Lights. It has to do, I don't want to spoil it, but it has to do with Nikola Tesla. And so it's like this whole thing, real cool. Totally suggest watching it. If you haven't seen The Librarians, watch The Librarians. But a favorite episode. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have a comment, leave that down below. And you can always hit that little subscribe button over there. There'll be a notification bell that pops up next to it. That way you're notified every time a new video comes out. Also, there will pop up a thing here that you could subscribe that way, and YouTube will suggest 2 videos that they think you'd like. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.